What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Zuli here at Zucchini's Journey, and today I'm actually going to be doing my week 5 check-in for October 2021, as well as closing out my budget, hopefully, if I can figure it out. This is actually going to be my first time actually closing out a budget. Like I've mentioned in other videos prior to this one, I started budgeting but never really stuck to it. So like I would usually create a budget in the beginning of the month but then never actually follow through with it. So this is going to be the first time I actually like close out a budget, and this first time I actually followed a budget. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it and see how well I did this week as well as the whole month. Okay, so this is my monthly overview. Let me just grab my transactions, my transaction logs, my expense logs, that's what I mean. And what I am gonna do, as always, I am just going to take my expenses, write them into my monthly overview, and then start the weekly check-in. So we're just going to be working for the last week of the month. And we had on the 28th, we had yet another food expense. I went to McDonald's after my job interview because I was starving and I didn't feel like cooking. So we had an expense at McDonald's for $13. And then we had another food expense on the 30th. I went for breakfast with my mom and my aunt at a local diner. And I spent $20 there. On the 29th, I had my, I had to fill up my tank. So I put $20 into my car. On the 30th, I had a couple of transactions on the 30th. There was actually one transaction, but I just kind of broke it down between the different types of funds that I had. So it was sinking for beauty, and that was $27 at Walgreens. I can't really fit this in here. So again, Walgreens. This was toiletries. So the total amount was like $41, I believe. So 27 of that 41 was for my beauty sinking fund. $9 of that 41 spent was from my toiletries, and then do it here. And then I had $5 of that was a pocket money expense. What else? I also went to the liquor store that day. So, and I have no room here. So I'll just write it in over here next to it too. So I went to the liquor store, and I spent $12 there. And then on my birthday, we ended up going to a casino. So I'm gonna write in casino, and I spent $75 there. But I got that from my my birthday sinking fund. So I'm not really tracking it. I just wanted to see when I dipped into my sinking funds throughout the month. So let's go to let's do my no spends. I forgot my my little stencil. So this one's not gonna be as pretty. I'm just gonna draw it in. So we're just gonna go ahead and draw a little circle with a line. So I have 3 no spend days this week. Yeah, this does not look as pretty as it used to, like as the other weeks, but it's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and fill out this little sticker here. So we had a no spend day on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I figured I was gonna spend a lot of money this weekend because this was actually my birthday weekend. So I turned 30 on Halloween, and you know, I was just kind of running around, hanging out, and spent quite a lot. So no spend, we had 3. So that's a total of 12 no spend days. So I'm just gonna write it up here, I guess. I don't know where I should write that. Anyway, I'll just write it in this little thing, 12 no spend days. You can see that I just wrote it in there. Okay, so now let's go to my weekly check-ins. All right, so let's bring this. I'm gonna bring this from last week over to this column, and then we'll get started. So yeah, I had a good 30th birthday. I went to, my friend was having a Halloween party, and she had asked me if we could just like celebrate Halloween and my birthday at the same time at her party, and I was like, that's fine. I'm so used to kind of, you know, my birthday is on Halloween, so I'm used to my birthday kind of falling to the wayside, and I don't really mind as long as everyone's having fun. I really don't care. It doesn't have to be about me. So this was actually the first year in a very long time that like I had a little bit of attention to myself, because she threw she threw a Halloween party, and she actually, you know, she actually made me a cake, and you know, everyone sang happy birthday, and it was really nice. It was really sweet of her to do that. So that made me happy. And but it was like it was really cute. It was a witches themed Halloween party. So everyone came in as their favorite witch, warlock, wizard, or sorcerer. So I actually went as Mickey from The Sorcerer's Apprentice from Fantasia. So I was really happy with my costume, and it was actually the first time ever that I like knew what I wanted to be like a month prior to the actual Halloween. Usually I end up buying my costume like the week prior or just a few days prior, and I usually just get whatever I can find last minute. So it was nice. It was nice to not have that stress of what the hell am I gonna be, you know, and all that stuff. And then on my actual birthday, which was Sunday, my mom actually ended up taking me out to brunch. It was me and my immediate family, so my brothers, their significant others, my niece came, my cousin and her husband, and then my aunt and my mom. And I think that was it. Yeah, and we all just went to brunch, ate, had a good time, and then me and my mom and my aunt ended up going to the casinos after. Didn't win anything. Unfortunately, I lost $75, but you know, it was still a good time. I had a really good weekend, so I was happy about that. But anyway, let's go and get into this because I'm just yapping and no one really cares. So in groceries, I did not spend anything this week. So, because I went grocery shopping the last time. Yeah, so I didn't spend anything. So my remaining balance was $108. Oh, wow. I always end up forgetting to change the color on this. So the remaining balance was $100.08. Gas, I ended up getting $20 worth of gas. So the remaining balance is $30. Restaurants, I did end up spending. So I spent $13 at McDonald's and $20 at the diner. So that's $33. So now we had a negative balance of, $65.82 minus the $33. So I was over in eating out by $98.82. So basically $100. Laundry, I did not spend anything. Again, I did do laundry. Technically I did spend, I forgot to ask my mom how much I owed her again, because since I spent the weekend at my mom's again, I did laundry while I was there, and again, she ended up paying for it because she has a laundry card. I should really just get my own laundry card for the amount of times that I actually go to that laundromat. But yeah, she ended up paying for it, and I do owe her some money for it. But I guess technically for this month, I didn't spend a single dime on laundry. Pocket money, I spent $12 plus $5, $17 in pocket money. Right? Yeah, 17. Just had to double check my math, because sometimes I'm not very good at mental math. Some days I am and some days I'm not. I don't know. So I had $25.32 minus the 17. So I have $8.32 left over. And then in unbudgeted, I did not have any unbudgeted expenses. So this is still a negative $31.98. So now oh wait, I forgot to bring this down. So we started with $127.60 altogether. So we spent, and I always say we, but it's literally just me, so I don't know who this we is that I keep saying. So so that was 20 plus 33 plus 17 is a total of $70 this week. And technically it's more because I did spend money from my sinking funds, but I'm not really tracking that. I mean, I am, just not in my weekly check-ins.
So now we have 108 plus 30 minus 98.82 plus 50 plus $8.32 minus 31.98
is a positive $57.60. Okay, so now what I need to do is this portion, which is the totaling out of how much I actually spent throughout the month. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna subtract the $250 from the $100.08, or $100.08 minus the whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to do. You guys can see. Because that equals what I actually spent. So I spent a total of
$149.92.
and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna calculate it this way, and then I'm just gonna go through each week and just make sure that each week actually equals out to this, if that makes any sense. And gas, I know I only spent the 20. Restaurants, so I started off with $75. So I think it would be 75 plus the negative, so plus 98.82. I believe that's how that would come up.
173.82
is what I spent, I think. 50, I mean, laundry, I didn't spend anything technically. When I give my mom money, I'll just include that in next month's budget just to make life easier. And then pocket money, gave myself a budget of $100, and I still have $8.32, so I only spent $91.68. Oh, and then the unbudgeted. I forgot about the unbudgeted. I was like, I know that. $31.98.
Okay, so 142, whoops. 149.92 plus 20 plus 173.82 plus 50 plus 91.68 plus 31.98 is
Does that make any sense? Hold on, let me do it this way instead. So
we have 50.84 plus 33.34 plus 65. I'm zooming you guys out a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. 33.34 plus 65, 74 equals 149.92. Okay. Gas, we got 0, 0, 0, 0, 20. So that's 20 there. Then we have for restaurants, we have 51.29 plus 12 plus 29 plus 48.53. Oops. 48.53 plus 33. 173.82. Okay.
and then laundry, we got nothing. So oh, that's why. That makes sense. I was like, why is this a different amount than I thought it would be? So laundry, I technically did not spend anything. And then pocket money, we have
Nothing. Then we have 74.68 plus nothing plus $17.
is 91.68. Okay, so now that makes more sense. So let's add this all over again.
149.92 plus 20 plus 173.82 plus 91.68 plus 31.98.
It is 467. $467.40. Let me just double check.
Actually, I just realized that's just gonna go ahead and carry this down. Sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. I need to eat dinner.
So now this minus this should equal that. So let's see.
525 minus 467.40
It's 57.60. Yep. Okay. So now what I am gonna do from here is I am gonna, I'll take this guy, go over to my budget overview. And now we are gonna close out my budget. So let's start on this side. Let's zoom you guys in. There we go. Rent, I actually did pay the $12.50, so nothing here. This was $38, as it should be. So these, for the most part, should be zeroed out.
Planet Fitness was $10.66. Car insurance was $84.44. Spotify was $10.65.
T-Mobile was it was $117.41. So I actually have an overage of a difference of 2 cents.
iTunes was $9.99.
Peloton was actually 13. It's actually 13.85. We were over by 86 cents. And Couch to 5K, I actually canceled, so that $5.32. So now
$12.50 plus $38 plus $93.15 plus $10.66 plus $84.44 plus $10.65 plus $117.41 plus $9.99 plus $13.85.
16.28.15, and then I'm over by
3.2 minus 0.86 plus $5.32.
$4, and not over, I'm under by $4.48. Now let's move on to my variable expenses. So we have my cooking gas was actually $10.14, which
Minus 10.14 is a difference of
$1.86. My electric was actually only $17.50.
and I budgeted 36 minus 17.50 is
$18.50. Grove, I didn't spend anything.
so
And from Thrive, I didn't buy anything either. Groceries, I actually spent $149.92.
I was under, I guess, by $100.08. Even though I did spend $173.82, so I was over budget by $98.82. Laundry, I did not spend anything, so I was under by $50. Pocket money, I spent $91.68, so I was under by $8.32. Gas, I spent $20, so I was under budget by $30. And then unbudgeted, I was over budget by, wait, hold on, I'm sorry, yeah. I spent $31.98, so that's what I was over budget by, $31.98.
So now let's calculate this up.
10.14 plus 17.50, oops. I just realized I didn't write, how did I write a little, there we go. Plus 149.92, plus 173.82, plus 91.68, plus 20, plus 31.98.
So I spent $495.04 in variable. Let me just double check. $495.04. Okay, now we're gonna add all of this up. So we have
186 plus 18.50 plus 100 plus 75 plus 108 cents minus 98.82 plus 50 plus 8.32 plus 30 minus 31.98. Oops.
which is $252.98. So $748 minus $495.04 is $252.96. So I messed up something. $252.96. So maybe I just misread that. So we're still positive in $252.96 over in my variable expenses. Now we're gonna do, so for my debt, I actually did pay the $85.81 for this one. So that was good. For Macy's, I ended up paying a total of, I guess, whatever, $209.53, which paid it off in full. So I made an extra payment of, let me see, $65.96 minus $209.53. That's an extra $143.57. In City, I ended up paying a total of $285.47. So 1 minus $285.47. So I was able to make an extra payment of $234.15. My auto loan, I ended up paying the $324.47, so nothing there. And then I did not pay my student loans this month. So in total, so I paid a total of $905.28 and $143.57 plus, $234.15. So the difference is $377.72. So technically I made an extra debt payment of $377.72 because I forgot to count my minimum payments. So that's good. Now my savings and sinking funds, which is, I'm actually gonna do it on here first. So in my sinking funds, I ended up adding my $25 to Amazon Prime, leaving it with a balance of $45. Beauty, I added $40, and then I withdrew $27. So my balance is now
35 plus 40 minus 27 is
$48. Birthdays, I ended up adding $126. I ended up spending $151. So we have
30 plus 126 minus 151
is $5. That's business expenses. I added $85. So I am left with $85. Car maintenance, I added a total of $80, and I did not spend anything yet. So now I have $108. Christmas, I added a total of 125. Did not subtract anything, so 125 plus the 30 I began with is 155. Clothing, I added $55 in clothing and did not subtract anything, so the total is $55 because I started at 0. My debt payment, I added 297. I subtracted 512, which leaves me with should leave me with a balance of $0. Entertainment, I added 40, which leaves me with a balance of 50 because I did not withdraw from there, and I started with 10. Events and gifts, I started with 10. I added 40. I did not subtract anything, so I have a balance of 50. Hobbies, I started with 0. I added 40 and I subtracted 30. So I have a balance of $10. Medical and dental, I added 75. I started with I started with 15, added 75, did not subtract anything, and now I have a balance of 90. New home, started with 0, added 40, did not subtract anything, so now I have 40. Taxes, started with 25, I added 95, so that leaves me with a balance of 120. Toiletries, started with 20, I added 20, and I spent 9. So I have a balance of 31. Vacation, I started with 10, I added 40, did not withdraw anything, so I have a balance of 50. Bank deposit, I'm not doing, I don't know why I wrote that in because that's just going to be constant in and out and I don't have anything in there, so but last is my Nespresso, which is a new fund that I started this week. So I started with $0. And then I added $10. So now I have a balance of $10. Let me just do this because this is bothering me that it's okay. So now what I'm gonna do is take this, go back to my budget, and fill this in. I did save the $12.50 for the rollover. Amazon Prime.
I added the 25.
Beauty, I added a total of 40. That's 10. Birthdays, I only added 126. So that's 4. Business expenses, I only added 85. So that's 15 that I was under. Car maintenance, I added 80. So I was under by 20. Christmas, I added 125. So that's good. Clothing, I added 55. So I was under by $20. debt payment, again, I don't know why I did this way. So next month I know not to do it this way. Entertainment, I added 40. So I was under by $10. Events, I added 40. So I was under by $10. Hobbies, I added 40. So under 10. Medical and dental, I did the full 75. New home, I added 40. So I was under by 10. Taxes, I added only 95. So I was under by 30, right? 95, 105, 115, 125, yeah. So 30, and then toiletries, I only added 20. So I was under by 30. Vacation, I only added 40. So I was under by 10. Instead of, I'm gonna actually change this to Nespresso because I don't know why I counted that debt payment one envelope. So Nespresso was basically unbudgeted. I added 10, so I was over by $10 for that. My 100 envelope challenge, I don't know how much I saved. Hold on one sec, let me see. Okay, so for the 100 envelope challenge, I did 100 plus 10 plus 21 plus 19 plus 17. So that's $167. And I didn't really budget for that, so that's technically over. All right, so let's add this column up. So we have
1250 plus 167 plus 25 plus 40 plus 126, 85.
$23.53. Let me just double check. Okay.
And now I have negative 167 plus 10 plus 4 plus 15 plus 20 plus 20 minus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 30 plus 30 plus 10.
This is $2. Yep. So I was under budget by $2 here. And that is pretty much it. So basically what I am gonna do now, off camera, I'm actually gonna be inputting my income here, so I can see what I have left over for my, to put back into my savings account. But let me put this in. So my actual was 1,628.15. Variable was 495.04. Debt was actually 905.28, and this was 23.53. So we had 448 25, oh, 252.96, 377.72, and $2. Okay, so that is it for my closing out of my October budget. Like I said, once I am off camera, I will put in my income and I'll total this out, and whatever I have left over here is what I will put into my savings account. So hopefully this was helpful to anyone who, is new to budgeting, which I am technically I am too, so maybe you shouldn't be taking advice from me just yet. But if you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone.